interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Oakland Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set and pitching in this game, number 31. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, just a three-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all three. Sometimes you can make that three look like four if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those three pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
Veras in the box now. No balls and a strike. The 0-1.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
The wide to kick the pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Right through there, got him. And there's one away.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. Sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Hauls it in for the out. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. Now at the plate, Tony Gwynn. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. And he deals. That one ripped. And Ricky Henderson the grab. We head to the bottom of the first. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score after a half inning. Back here at the ballpark, and today's starter, Hitchcock. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he's a guy that needs to establish himself, just settle in that first time through the order, be able to command your first pitch, maybe a secondary pitch, and not show too much. That will allow you to get through the order a couple of times before having to turn it over to the bullpen in those middle innings. They're looking for this guy to get through the lineup a couple of times at least, limit some damage, and just keep him in this ball game.
Now it's the second baseman, number 21. This one high in the air to left center. Vaughn puts it away for the out. One up, one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
One down, base is empty. And strike 2. Out to short, Gomez. In plenty of time to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Jason Giambi will hit next. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Ground ball to the right side. Tosses to first, and they get Giambi for the out. That's the inning. A's go quickly and quietly there. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Steve Finley. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Fly ball down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is gone. He'll circle the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Ken Caminiti, the next up for the Padres. There's a strike. It's for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Hard hit left side. Over to Giambi. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Stepping in, Greg Vaughn. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. That's in there. And that is strike 2.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
Stays alive. The 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Next to hit, Mark Sweeney. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And that's a strike. And down on strikes. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Tick-tock, read the time on the clock. You been here wasting my time, boy, you need to stop. Asking me 21 questions, going back and forth. Ain't playing tennis, you 1 minute, about to start up a war. Gala, acting goofy like a Bengali. Stranded on the island, back up off me 2 feet, I try to get up.
back in Oakland, and now the DH, number 12.
The designated hitter.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Got it! Nice grab. And there's one down.
Batting fifth. The left fielder.
Now, Ricky Henderson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one. And now the lefty. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And here it comes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
The wind and the pitch. Got it by him for the K.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
So up next, number 6. In there, and it's 0-1. In the air out to center. Finley has it sized up, and that is that. Nothing doing there for the A's. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in the East Bay, top half of the 3rd inning, and here's the rookie catcher, Carlos Hernandez. The pitch. Ripped into right field, base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Number 7, the next up for the Padres. And that's in there for strike 1. Kicks and fires. That one laced to center and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next to hit, Veras. That one's in there, 0-1. And fouled off. No outs, runners at first and second. Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. We got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Two on, one out. Stepping in for San Diego, Chris Gomez. He's 0 for 1. In there for strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Got him looking. And the Padres waste a chance.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right
now. Next for the Padres, Tony Gwynn. He's 0 for 1. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Yo 1. Tejada sends it across to first. Out number 3. So they strand a pair. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 1 and the A's 0. Set for the bottom of the third. Digging in for Oakland, Ben Grieve.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That's in there. Strike 1. Hitchcock, a 6'1 lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a forkball, a curve, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Popped up on the left side of the infield. Caminiti pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 23. Fly ball down the line. Number 7 going back on this one. Pulls it in on the run. That's out number 2.
The center fielder, Jason.
And stepping in is the speedy Jason McDonald. A switch hitter batting right. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And the 0-1. Up the middle. And he'll be safe at first.
Now batting, number 21.
Here's the second baseman, number 21. Flied out his first time. Hitchcock picks over. And first offering is fouled off. McDonald leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Step off throw to first, and he's back in on a dive. Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. Two outs. On the ground, right side, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They still trail 1-0. And welcome back. And now the center fielder, Steve Finley.
Number 12, Steve Finley.
The right-hander back to work. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Caminiti batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now here is Greg Vaughn. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Righty to the plate. Now fly ball to right center. Grieve on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 8, Mark Sweeney.
Mark Sweeney, the next up for the Padres. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-hander kicks, deals. Struck him out looking. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Hold up, I'ma need you to put some work in. Act like it works. Hold up, politicking with the masses. Pop cork, click glasses. Serve pass, flirting, grip and working. Man hurting, think she worth the click class.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's the shortstop, Miguel Tejada.
Miguel Tejada.
Hitchcock back to work. Swings through that.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these guys are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Here comes the 0-1.
0-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Going 2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The punch out there. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Giambi in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And a pitch. The A's still looking for their first hit in this one. Tapped softly to the right side. Throws to first. And that quickly 2 away. Number 12 now at the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one ran inside, almost got him. The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Padres 2 and the A's nothing. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Carlos Hernandez. The pitch. And that's through there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And Ricky Henderson the grab.
Now batting, number 7.
Now it's going to be number 7. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And down on strikes he goes. 2 out.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Veras in the box again, takes a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, man aboard. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Chris Gomez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That's a laser base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tony.
Next is the designated hitter, Tony Gwynn. And that's in there for strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's 3-0.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So 2 down. So digging in now for San Diego, Steve Finley. And first offering is fouled off. Gomez over at second. Gwynn at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Aaron Small getting loose out there. Number 36 getting loose as well. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
No checks, it ain't real. If you ain't earned respect, it ain't real. If you ain't out on the fields, maybe it's on the net, cause it ain't real.
Bottom of the inning, striding to the plate now for Oakland, Ricky Henderson.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Ed Singy, Ricky's 1,406 career steals is a record that may stand forever. The active leader in career steals isn't even a quarter of the way to that number. And the pitch. Ball 1 there.
And with the extreme crouch of that batting stance, Ricky made pitchers work. His strike zone was as small as it gets. He's looking to get on base any way he can because he knows a single is a triple.
Bounce to third. Over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Number 6 up next for the A's. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. And that one in the air center field. Finley has it sized up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 14. Ben.
Now it's the right fielder, Ben Reed. He popped out his first time. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Nice grab. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Back in Oakland, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ken Caminiti.
Ken Caminiti.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. A lefty up and throwing out there. And the righty deals. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. In the air, left field. And it one-hops the wall. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
All over that one right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And here comes Mark Kotsay. Aaron Small gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Stepping in for San Diego, Greg Vaughn. That one's in there, 0-1. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Off the batter's eye and gone. He made him pay for that one, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
Oh, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So digging in, Mark Sweeney, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Sweeney, 28 years old. Usually in the outfield, but today he's starting at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
Always concerns me a little bit making that move from the outfield to first base. Just how you work that bag. Don't want to have a collision with the base runner.
Got him looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Ripped on a line. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Number 7.
And now, number 7, 1 for 2. In there for strike 1. And time called prior to the 0-1. The 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit.
Now batting, number 4.
So the batting order turns over. Next for the Padres, Veras, 1 for 3. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And here is Chris Gomez. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled away. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. 2 across on this San Diego homer. And the lead is now 5-0. And welcome back. Here's the catcher, number 23.
Number 23.
Hitchcock back to work. And he pumps it a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game.
Everything came together for him. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Next up for the A's, Jason McDonald.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
First offering misses the mark.
You know, these A's just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
This one popped up. Veras makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, number 21. Snap throw to first. And he's back in standing. Another move to first. And he's back in that time as well. Grounder might be 2. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Miguel.
So 2 down now, and here is Miguel Tejada. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And there's a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Runner leads away at second. That's in there. That is strike 2. And now he looks it back to second. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Finley fires it to the plate.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jason Giambi up next for the A's. Giambi goes 6 feet 3 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
In the air to left center. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Padres 5 and the A's 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 52.
Now pitching for the A's, number 52.
So here's the Padres DH, Tony Gwynn. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And he deals. There's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine. Oh, now this is blasted way back there, on its way, gone. An absolutely majestic shot, and they add a run. It's 6-1.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Steve Finley, the next up for the Padres. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
On a line, base hit.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority, but it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
Ken Caminiti, the next up for the Padres. Over to Giambi. Got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard.
The left fielder, number 23, Greg Vaughn.
So up next, Greg Vaughn. He's already homered in this game.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Runner at second here. 1 gone. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. And that one fouled off. Time asked for a second time in the at-bat now. Goes down looking.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at-bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
Mark Sweeney, the next up for the Padres. In there, and it's 0-1. That's out to center field. McDonald puts it away, and that ends the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Raw papers, all gas. Now I'm getting to the bag. Oh man, I'm on my way. She just want me cause I'm getting paid.
Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the DH, number 12.
Number 12.
The wind of the pitch. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
High fly ball out into left center field. Vaughn makes the catch, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 24, Ricky.
So digging in, Ricky Henderson. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Hitchcock is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Carlos Reyes on a pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 40, Carlos Reyes.
Call me, but I hit the red button. 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 You can get all you want, but I hit the red button. Call me, but I hit the red button. Call me, but I hit the red button. Call me, but I hit the red button.
This girl is such a liar. She's such a liar. She can't separate the two, but trying to tell us who I'm something like preaching to the choir. You see, she already knows, she's already gone. I brought her home at 1 a.m., she's leaving out my phone. Careless with her action, she's accident prone. It's lights, camera, action when the camera was on.
Call me, but I hit the red button. Call me, but I hit the red button. Call me, but I hit the
And that's in there for strike one.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. Stays alive. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Righty delivers. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Digging in for Oakland, number 6. Fought off foul. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And now the right fielder, Ben Grieve. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. There's the strike. Caught him looking for the K. The A's strand one. They trail it 6-1. We're at the top of the 8th, so digging in now for San Diego, Carlos Hernandez. The pitch. There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Over to Giambi. And a quick out, number one. On the pitch now for Oakland, number 36.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So up next, number 7. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And that's in for a strike. Oh, and 2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Into center and a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now here is Chris Gomez. In there for strike 1. Right-handed reliever. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. 1 left for San Diego. They lead it though 6-1. Back here in the East Bay, out of the bottom of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 23. Now into the ball game on defense, Greg Myers. He takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 20, Greg Myers.
Also into the ball game, number 14. He's the new third baseman.
Number 14.
And a pitch. Foul ball. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Number 33 will take over here. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. And there's a foul ball. Yo, one. That one missing inside. And here it comes. He swings and fouls one off. Got him looking. And there are two down.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Next pitch is popped up. Myers makes the grab. That is the inning. And the A's are gone in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the DH for the Padres, Tony Gwynn. The pitch. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now Steve Finley. And he takes a strike. Foul ball there. Gwynn gets his lead at first. Nobody out. He goes down looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Number 14 stands in now and watches strike one. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Out front, rip foul. The pitch. Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Vaughn in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Now time called at the plate. Two outs and fouled off. Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Padres 6 and the A's 1. Bottom 9, striding to the plate now for Oakland, Miguel Tejada. The right-hander back to work. And a swing and a miss. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Giambi stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
The Athletics down to their last out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, number 12. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. And that one wrapped foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Out towards right center field. Finley moves towards it. And that'll do it.
These guys had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Down the street in my 6-4, out the window. Pockets full of hundreds, no singles. Pockets full of hundreds, no singles. Cruising down the street in my 6-4. Right. Cruising down the street in my 6-4. Cruising down the street in my 6-4. Pockets full of hundreds, no singles. I was in the kitchen, get on the cone. I was working on the lawn till the morning. You was snowing. On some buttons, turning nothing into something. It was lint off in my wallet, now these pockets super lumpy. Breaking bread with my